Hello and welcome to tonight's Dino stream. Hopefully we can continue the trend of last night with Jurassic World. Man, that was just a fantastic little 4-0 streak. Some good stuff. But tonight things have changed, not too drastically, but there's some important ones to go over. Just get into that quickly before we jump into the matches. Hopefully everyone's doing well tonight or whenever you are watching. Yes, as you can see from the title, and this guy right here, Umori, the Collector, bringing this in because everything is creatures. It basically was last night, so I felt like finding something that could replace Commune with Dinosaurs for a single green, and it brought me to Tenacious Pup, recent addition from Alchemy. I think it's a pretty fair, pretty fantastic card, but turn 1, Tenacious Pup could lead to perhaps turn 2 Marauding Raptor, getting a counter on this guy, plus Vigilance and the all-important Trample, because sometimes Marauding Raptor is quite big, to say the least. That's going to be fantastic. But also, down the line, the potential of giving Trample and Vigilance on the massive Rotting Regisaur, or Vigilance on the Queen herself with that counter from Tenacious Pup. That's just going to be fantastic. But leave it up there for anybody to read. When Tenacious Pup enters the battlefield, you gain 1 life. When you cast your next creature spell, that creature enters the battlefield with an additional 1/1 counter, Trample counter, and Vigilance counter on it. So that's not until the end of the turn. We could play Tenacious Pup, not do anything, turn 2, cast Rotting Regisaur, turn 3, and still get that benefit because it just sticks around until we play the next creature. It's pretty fantastic that way. We don't have to play it the next turn or that turn. So it's pretty nice. I'm excited about Tenacious Pup. I haven't used it a whole lot. I know Tenacious Pup can be pretty fantastic in mono green werewolves, Gruul werewolves especially. So yeah, it's all creatures tonight. I'm feeling pretty positive about this. There is the 1 spell, Culling Ritual, in the sideboard. But since our starting deck is all creatures, we do have the possibility of Umori as a companion. So we're going to go with that. It's nice having that likely every game. I'm excited. Fantastic stuff. And because it is all creatures, felt right to bring in Ancient Ziggurat. Could maybe up that a little bit because, again, that'd be fantastic. Just being able to fix mana. It's another source of turn 1 green to help cast Tenacious Pup. A lot of stuff needing double green, Shifting Ceratops, Carnage Tyrant, Ghalta, as always. But the sources of black, sometimes it has been a little rough not being able to cast Rotting Regisaur. So I could definitely see upping Ancient Ziggurat a little bit more. That'd be fantastic. But sideboard-wise, nothing really changed. I just removed 1 Thrashing Brontodon to make room for Umori. Other than that, let's get into this first match. Oh boy. It's going to be hard to top last night, man. Hopefully you guys caught that. It was some fantastic matches. Man. A lot of good stuff going on, that's for sure. And I'm pretty happy tonight getting to start this a little bit earlier, so hopefully some of you guys can join and watch a little bit sooner. Maybe I'll go a little bit longer tonight just because I started about 9:30 my time, so I could see going for maybe an hour and a half, something like that. Moxwood. Oh, playing first. All is good. All is good. Rotting Regisaur. I could see maybe keeping this, yeah. I would like to see one of the 3 amigos, of course. Hey, Dylan Dryden. Early is nice for sure. Yes, you said it. Sometimes it doesn't work out that way, especially if my daughter has been a little fussy, is not quite falling asleep. But yeah, I like it. Hopefully I can get doing this a little bit earlier in the future down the line. But as always, I'll at least bring you guys a stream or some other type of video. Let's see. Well, it's got to be Lair of the Hydra, definitely. Don't want that coming in to play untapped, and maybe messing our plan up. But it's mono red something, and this can get a little nasty for sure. Should be alright, especially with this rotting Regisaur. We'll have a massive body, be able to block pretty much everything they play, I would imagine. Oh, robber of the rich. That's not too good. Hopefully they don't get anything nasty. I mean, it's always pretty funny when they get something like Marauding Raptor. I don't know what that was. Let's see. Yeah, Death Cap. Good old rotting. Hopefully they don't have anything to deal with it, but I'll definitely be blocking the robber of the rich for sure to hopefully slow down the amount of things they can play. Don't think they'd want to attack into Rotting Regisaur. They only have 1 mana left. I don't see them being able to also take out Rotting, but Otepec Huntmaster is not going to do a whole lot for them, that's for sure. So that makes me feel pretty good seeing Otepec Huntmaster there. I think it's got to be Regisaur Alpha. Ancient Ziggurat is pretty nice. Yeah, just go Umori this turn. Could have gone Lair of the Hydra potentially, but they do have 1 red up, so they may have been able to kill that Lair of the Hydra if we had made it a 2/2 to attack with it. I think they could have killed that. Question is, attack? I think I'm a little bit too low to attack. They could get some nasty stuff next turn. They do have the potential of Den of the Bugbear, I believe. Oh, not quite. So they need 2 more lands. Rekindling Phoenix is going to be a little bit of a headache. Definitely need to do something about this Rolling Vortex. Alright, Stomping Ground it is. I could just go Ghalta. Oh yes, Rekindling Phoenix comes back. That was my bad, but at the very least, we'll be able to block Etching of Kumano. So that won't be too bad. If they did attack with Etching of Kumano. Torbrand. Oh, this is not good. Well, that will do it. Rolling Vortex combined with Torbrand, Thane of Redfell is painful stuff to say the least, but Culling Ritual, well, certainly Ripjaw Raptor against a deck like this and Culling Ritual, big time. Rampaging Ferocidon could cause us pain, chipping away, dealing more damage to us, getting us lower than we'd like to be, so I'll cut Rampaging Ferocidon. Yeah, Shifting Ceratops, yeah. Oh, so it doesn't work that way. For whatever reason, I thought you could bring in something that wasn't a creature if it was in your starting deck, so that's alright. I shall tweak things going forward. Yeah, I could have sworn if the starting deck had just creatures or whatever requirement for the companions was, you'd be able to bring in something from the sideboard that made it not meet that requirement and still be able to cast it as a companion. Yes, early enough this time. Hope it'll be good. It was a little bit painful that first game there against some nasty mono red aggro, I guess. It's a pretty interesting list there featuring some of the new stuff from Neon Dynasty, Burning Tree Emissary, does some good stuff. A lot of aggressive things. Very painful. Rekindling Phoenix. That is rough. Perhaps could have kept in Shifting Ceratops to help deal with Rekindling Phoenix. Oh, I like the looks of this. Definitely, yeah. Stomping Ground, get that Tenacious Pup. Hope they don't kill it, but if they do, like I mentioned, that ability just stays there. Don't have to worry about this Reckless Ringleader because Tenacious Pup is the one too. Lair of the Hydra, certainly. It's not the greatest thing, Drover the Mighty getting the counter and the trample, but when we hopefully play Regisaur Alpha or some other dino, Drover the Mighty being a 4/4 trample vigilance hopefully is going to do the trick. I'm kind of tempted to maybe just block Robber of the Rich, but I need to preserve Drover the Mighty, that extra mana. That's going to be very important. Oh, certainly. That's good. Keep Tenacious Pup back to maybe block somebody big, but Rampaging Raptor hopefully is enough of a headache. Tenacious Pup could be good, definitely on Regisaur Alpha there. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just going to go Regisaur Alpha instead. I was thinking Tenacious Pup, but then I'd want to maybe take a turn off. Yeah, I'd rather get Regisaur Alpha down right now. Try and do as much damage as possible. See who they block with, if anything. Oh, they want to take out the Ripjaw. Well, definitely going to take out Robber of the Rich here and Burning Tree Emissary. Reduce the potential card advantage they get from Robber of the Rich, and taking out two things, drawing a card, that's pretty fantastic as well. Double Tenacious Pup. This is getting actually pretty interesting, especially if we get Ghalta next turn. Two Tenacious Pups, putting counters, Vigilance and Trample on Ghalta. It is redundant having multiple counters of the same kind, but that would be, well, it is not. That's okay though. I'll save one Tenacious Pup just in case we get something that would be nice to get Trample and Vigilance on, but another Drover of the Mighty certainly, I think, is going to do the trick. Hopefully Lair of the Hydra comes into play pretty nicely coming up here. Now, unfortunately, we can't use Ancient Ziggurat to buff Lair of the Hydra, make it as big as possible. I'm okay with that fact. Maybe because of the fact Lair of the Hydra can't be pumped as much with Ancient Ziggurat, I may keep it at 2 copies of this card. I was thinking when I started tonight maybe 4 copies would be good just because it is all creatures. Help increase that consistency, but Torbrand, that's not good. Gotta do something quick. Well. Lair of the Hydra for 3. Let's see, who will they block with? Drovers. Well, take the 2 life, make Lair of the Hydra as big as possible, a 4/4 here. Oh, yes. I was saying Ancient Ziggurat. We can't use it, and I forgot it. And I was just talking about it. My goodness. That's alright. We might not be as hot as we were last night, that's for sure, but we'll still have a good time. Get her done, hopefully, but yeah, I think we would have got it done if we were swinging with that other Drover there. Doesn't seem like that's going to be the case. Yeah, that's going to do it, unfortunately. Punt is right. That's okay, though. Would have been nice to see. I think we would have had it. Yeah. Goes to show how much and how often I use Ancient Ziggurat again. Would have been perfectly fine if it was an unclaimed territory, Secluded Courtyard, like it used to be before I switched them out tonight. But, you know, it's a slightly new list, slightly new cards that I haven't used as often, so that kind of thing could potentially happen. At the very least, it was a quick match there, so hopefully things go a little bit better. Can't expect a 4-0 every night, that's for sure, but 3-1, something like that. Paulo Barber. Let's see. Well, Tenacious Pup is nice. We are on the draw, so there could be a good chance to draw a 2-drop that might make use of Tenacious Pup. And Rampaging Ferocidon, it's always nice seeing that. Potentially if there's something life gain related. But Hall of the Storm Giants, likely it's not something life gain related. So, Ancient Ziggurat, get that Tenacious Pup. And we'll hope for a Marauding Raptor or Drover the Mighty. Is it? Might be Is It Phoenix here. Well, a little bit of a swing with that guy. It could make all the difference. Yeah, when it messes up, it really stings, like it certainly did sting me there big time. That's okay, you know, it's live. Anything can happen. There's no hiding misplays and mistakes like that. We all make mistakes, and that's definitely something I'll keep in mind if I continue to use Ancient Ziggurat going forward. But consistency-wise, it wasn't bad last night without Ancient Ziggurat. So as long as I can... Oh, Marauding Raptor, that is very, very interesting. This is getting very interesting. Okay. Yeah, Marauding Raptor. Get that counter. Tenacious Pup for whatever we play next turn. Probably Shifting Ceratops, I would imagine, which would be pretty fantastic, being able to have Shifting Ceratops, Vigilance, counter, trample, so we don't have to sink a mana into Shifting Ceratops. But also, yeah, I think maybe Ancient Ziggurat perhaps isn't the right thing to do. Wasn't too bad having turn 1 green. We have enough sources to somewhat play it consistently. I did see the spoilers, a plant dino. I think it's going to be Fungasaur 2.0. That's my prediction. Is a little sad seeing Marauding die. Would have been nice going Shifting Ceratops here. So hopefully they don't counter Rampaging. I was a little bit worried about that. Grixis Control again, it seems. It's pretty nasty Rampaging Ferocidon. Trample, Vigilance, and Menace, a 4/4. Okay, hopefully he lives at least one turn, but yeah, that I am over the moon. We're getting a dinosaur. Crossing my fingers, it's not a common. I mean, Drowsing Pteranodon is about the best dinosaur there is. It's up there, of course, with Colossal Dreadmaw. Hard to top that, but for this, I hope it's at least an uncommon. I'm not sure, but I think seeing one dinosaur, I think we'll definitely see at least one more, maybe just a straight dinosaur sort of thing, but hopefully I get another land here soon, because things are getting a little rough. Okay, so it looks like they don't have any instant speed removal, anything like that for Rampaging Ferocidon, because I would expect they would have used that to stop themselves taking the 4 damage from Rampaging. And when they get something in here, Rampaging again is going to ping quite nicely. Praise Dreadmaw, Flaming Draco, you said it. Oh boy, that's a scary card. Again, Drowsing Pteranodon, I do wonder how tall it is. If you look at the art, it's laying down. Seems like its legs are quite large. So maybe it is pretty tall. Maybe not quite as tall as the Dreadmaw, but it could be up there. Nope, you can't block it. Menace. Maybe they forgot how Menace works, perhaps. Okay, not too bad. Hopefully they don't sweep Rampaging Ferocidon, but at the very least, they haven't done anything too nasty quite yet. Yeah, I don't know what family's going to get more dinos. I definitely think there's going to be more than one in this set. Blue Bear, how's it going? How's it going? Hey, that's all right. You're here now. I did start a little bit earlier. Diamond ranked, hit or miss. Ritual of Soot. At the moment, it's more miss than last night, that's for sure. I messed up a little bit. Going Ancient Ziggurat, might have had lethal, potentially, but at the very least, got that all-important 4th land for Shifting Ceratops. But yeah. Ancient Ziggurat, I thought it could make a bigger Lair of the Hydra. I miscalculated and tapped a Drover of the Mighty, which I was hoping to leave untapped for an extra nice body. So that's alright, you know, things happen. Vivian, yes, Vivian definitely is going to have something to do with the Dino. Oh, hey, I'm glad you appreciate that. Yeah, I was trying to test out something that looked a little better. I do have to get behind me. I'm going to get some sort of a curtain to make it so it doesn't provide shadows and whatnot. If I'm moving back and forth, you can see them there. But making it look better, always room for improvement, as the name of the channel goes. But this is a little rough. Yeah, I think just Shifting Ceratops, but again, Grixis Control can be very, very painful, that's for sure. I am thinking of actually moving the camera even further back against the wall so we can see more of me than just my head, I guess. Carnage Tyrant potentially could be good here, but it does cost 6, one more, and I would like to preserve the potential of haste with Regisaur Alpha here. They can't do anything to Shifting Ceratops, we win. Huh. That's okay. Secluded Courtyard. Alright. True Blue, yes. Too bad. Not an untapped land, but we'll make this work. Saw it coming. I saw their death coming because they forgot how protection from blue worked. I assume they forgot how protection from blue worked. Protection in general just isn't very common, so if a source is blue, like Nicol Bolas is, he can't block Shifting Ceratops. We just fly right past and kill him. That. It was pretty exciting. Oof, rest in peace the opponent. Lol, you got that right. But Grixis Control, very painful stuff. Certainly want to go as fast as possible. Thrashing Brontodon. They do have Shark Typhoon, so something like Thrashing Brontodon could do the trick, taking that out. Definitely feel like dropping the Rampaging. They don't have many creatures, or sometimes any creatures early on, so that might not do a whole lot of work for us. They do have a lot of spells, though. Death Gorge could be pretty fantastic. Always something for this guy to eat. And let's see. Maybe the Carnage Tyrant. Hopefully that doesn't spell our doom, but... Oh, that legendary Umori, the Collector, a companion for 2 and a black and green or a black and green, so 4 in total, but... oh, that looks like a good... Oh, excuse me. But yeah, Umori the Collector, companion, so all your cards in your starting deck, they have to share a card type, which for tonight it is creature. All creatures, the turn 1 play instead of commune with dinosaurs. I'm hoping is Tenacious Pup, which we see it here. Pretty fantastic because I will be looking to go Tenacious Pup, turn 2, Marauding Raptor, like I was hoping to see a little bit tonight. Hopefully they don't do anything to Marauding Raptor, but if they want to kill Tenacious Pup again, it's not the end of the world because Tenacious Pup's ability, giving a counter, a trample counter, and a vigilance counter, that sticks around forever until we play the next creature. Oh, this is good, this is good. Well, I mean, it might not be good. Of course, they could quite easily kill Marauding Raptor, so hopefully it sticks around, but you gotta watch out for the pup. Yes, definitely wolves mixed in here. There's not a lot of creatures that cost 1 green to replace something like commune with dinosaurs, so yeah, hopefully things work out quite nicely. Well, I don't have any spells, so unfortunately I can't go Death Gorge Scavenger. I could. Nah. Get Drover down, see if they do anything. Hopefully not. Would be bad if they killed Marauding Raptor at instant speed, which luckily they did not. So go the Tenacious Pup again. Prepare for next turn with Ghalta, Primal Hunger, potentially getting to cast her. That would be quite fantastic. Again, putting Vigilance on the Queen. Very exciting stuff. Hopefully there's no Ritual of Soot like we saw the previous game, I believe. That's nasty. Destroying all creatures with converted mana cost or mana value 3 or less for 2 and 2 black. It certainly hurts this deck with many creatures at 3 mana value or less. Death Gorge, Drover of the Mighty, Marauding, Tenacious Pup. It can be painful, to say the least, but they may have a counter here. So we see they got 2 sources of blue up, plus a red. That Foretold card could be Saw It Coming, so counter target spell. I don't think I want to try for Ghalta quite yet. I'm worried that's a counter spell. So let's try Thrashing Brontodon, see if they do anything to that. Hopefully that draws out the Saw It Coming, if it is what it is. But a 4/5 Trample Vigilance is also... That's pretty good. Pretty good. They might expect Ghalta. Yeah, I'm just going to attack with everything. Play it safe. See what that is, if anything. Power Word Kill, okay. So they would have used that to get rid of Ghalta, which, as it is, we still can play her next turn. So hopefully they spend lots of their mana. They won't be able to play what I expect is Saw It Coming. May just have to play the Queen just to draw things out. Oh, okay, the gold span. Not too bad. So we should be able to... Oh, so they can sacrifice it to add 2 counters, which I believe Saw It Coming, when it's foretold, it costs 1 and a blue, so may not be able to still cast Ghalta, unfortunately. So we'll try for Huntmaster. It could be, what? See the Multiverse? Something like that. Saw It Coming. Hey, alright. I predicted that pretty nicely. Good stuff. Well, Death Gorge it is. Could have done Umori, but I think I like the potential for Death Gorge. Can't attack with it, but I feel I might as well eat something from the graveyard. So, good stuff. Good stuff. We still have the potential for the queen. Hopefully our patience has paid off there. Could be very nasty. Ritual of Soot. Meat Hook Massacre maybe. Yes, I saw it coming this time. Yeah, both of you guys, you said it. They saw it coming, but I saw it coming. Saw it coming. However you want to say it. Yeah, but Ugin right here is going to spell our doom, unfortunately. Ugin does fantastic stuff in exiling everything. Oh boy, well, I mean, we do have the backup of Umori, which we can't play Umori. I think that's pretty much going to be it. Yeah. Get him into our hand. You never know, maybe a hasty Ugin. Yes, you said it. Flaming Draco, but when you play something that costs 7 or costs 8, when it gets up there, I think, you know, that person has deserved being able to basically win on the spot. Sometimes they don't always win. Of course, when Ugin lands, if we have Ghalta, you can't minus 12 to exile the queen. So oftentimes I have been left with her, which sometimes wins the game, but this will not, unfortunately. The fantastic Goldspan Dragon does the trick, followed by the always fantastic Ugin. Very powerful, very rough stuff there. Kind of like Carnage Tyrant. I think I can keep it as is, yeah. Thrashing Brontodon, maybe getting a swing, sacrificing it to destroy that one treasure token, which was holding us back from casting Ghalta. Man, if only had gotten the queen, perhaps could have won that. That's not good. Okay, that's definitely better. Got 2 lands marauding, which hopefully sticks around. I think it's got to be Regisaur Alpha, unfortunately. Was thinking of a Death Gorge, but again, I think there'll be plenty of stuff for this guy to eat. Hopefully that's the case. Hopefully they don't just constantly hold up mana. Well, then there's no non-creature spell for Death Gorge. Oh, Huntmaster. That could also be very, very fantastic. Hopefully getting a 3rd land next turn. Maybe Huntmaster has survived, but I think that's a pretty low possibility here. Ooh, what is... Oh, more lands. Let's see. Well, definitely marauding. I'm going to go with 1 Death Gorge. I know it dies. That's alright, but for 1 green, technically, I'm dealing 2 damage, which is not nothing. Might as well do that. Could have played the second one, but at least want 1 body if they do get rid of both Marauding and Huntmaster here, which I don't think is going to happen. If they don't do anything, we will get Ghalta next turn when we cast Death Gorge Scavenger. Ooh, they got a land. That's not good. Oh, somebody's a-dying here. Hopefully that's not the case, but... Oh, phew. Okay. Holy cow. Wow. Saw it coming. In fact, since it's the 3rd match, but I saw that win coming. Kind of. Oh boy. Wow. That is... that's what you want. Seeing that 1 black, I had a Flaming Draco. Sheesh. Is right. So it's a good thing. I held back that Death Gorge to be able to play Ghalta. hoping they got a non-creature into the graveyard, which they got one non-creature in. Saves Death Gorge, upping the total power. Oh, Bluebear, that definitely... I think it was turn 4 maybe. I'm not sure. Might have been turn 5. Hard to say, but yeah, it doesn't get much more solid than that. But yeah, I was tempted to cast that second Death Gorge for 1 green also, just to up the damage we do to the opponent, but it's a good thing I held it back. Was a little worried since they still hadn't got any non-creature spells into the graveyard, but that does the trick. Certainly, you can see the importance of Otepec Huntmaster. If we hadn't gotten a swing off with the queen, likely, I can imagine they would have had an answer for her the following turn. They only had 1 black, so luckily there wasn't a fatal push. Yes, you look away for 5 seconds. Some interesting things can happen. So, at the very least, it's 1-1 tonight so far. Always fantastic taking down something like Grixis Control, which has probably given all of us a headache at one point. Maybe we played as well. Ooh, this. Yeah, nasty, surprising wins can come pretty quick. Definitely, I mean, I don't think I could ask for a much better... Oh, maybe they're also on Dinos, perhaps. Maybe. Okay, phew. Well, no, they still could be Dinos. Oh, this is looking pretty good. Actually, no, it's not. Well, that's a little bit of a goof. I thought one of those came into play on tap, so what I should have done definitely is go one of these the first turn. Would have had 2 mana coming up here, but that's all right. That's how it goes. We got a ping, a little chip with the pup. Got to worry about that thing. Very vicious. Yes. Ooh, it's one of these. Well, we're going to 100% be shedding tears because we got Deathcap Glade. Hopefully we draw land next turn. Oh, that... I was a little worried there for a second. I mean, it's not the best thing to put the counters on Otepec Huntmaster, but yeah, gotta love him, gotta hate him. Late game, turn 3, I mean, oftentimes I need the source of black turn 3 for Rotting Regisaur, but so this is the kind of deck we're playing. Gruul Ponza, destroy all your lands. It is annoying, a headache to say the least, but Huntmaster, you know, good stuff, good stuff. We got Marauding Raptor down. Definitely don't want to attack with these guys. Maintain, hopefully, more Stone Rains. Well, you know, we'll stay positive. Hopefully maybe they're hoping we rage quit, which we can still pull it out. They might run out of gas. We certainly have decent blockers here at the moment. Drover the Mighty for 1. All right. Destroy land doesn't get rid of Drover, so that's good. Keep everything alive as is. Might get Ghalta next turn, and hopefully that Deathcap Glade is still around. But Chandra, though, that's going to not be so good. I imagine she's taken out somebody.
I know I'm on track.
Ooh, ouch.
Oh, yep, you're flammable.
Oh, another land, good stuff. Shifting Ceratops, let's go. Big bodies. I'm not going to attack with that. Keep everything as is. Definitely want to attack with the Shifting Ceratops. Well, it has 4 toughness there. Hopefully they don't take out anything else. Or any more lands. Looks like that might be the case, though. Perhaps a Glory Bringer. Oh my, I predicted that. Glory Bringer. Okay, I was thinking maybe, but yeah, so that's going to take out Shifting Ceratops, unfortunately, I imagine they're going to exert the Glorybringer. At the very least, they didn't destroy a land this turn, so that, it's looking up. Hopefully a source of red for Rampaging, or actually Regisaur Alpha would be pretty fantastic. Ooh, that is not. Well, again, maybe source of red next turn. Hopefully. But it's not looking too good.
This'll be easy.
Gotta be something quick, though. Certainly a sweeper could have been nice, taking out, well, not Goblin Ruin Blaster, but the Burning Tree Emissary, Llanowar Elves. Could see Culling Ritual doing some pretty good work here. Looks like they want to kill somebody. Bone Crusher, interesting. Oh, well, that is definitely, unfortunately, going to do it, man. Pretty annoying there, to say the least, but a lot of damage-based things. Ripjaw Raptor, certainly fantastic in this matchup, so feels good switching that with Shifting. Maybe Thrashing Brontodon. Ooh, lots of spells. I think Deathgorge Scavenger could be pretty fantastic. Hey, Blue Bear, I know, you gotta say it. Anger of the Gods will be good here. Again, I'm still not kind of liking this Umori as much as I was thinking, especially when bringing in something that's a non-creature. Turning off Umori and the possibility of getting it into our hand, it may be too much hit or miss. I still might stay with all creatures, of course, but Umori maybe isn't the thing. It is a small sample size, of course, tonight, but maybe it's not quite right for this list. But speed is the name of the game here. Carnage Tyrant, that is costly, to say the least. Maybe one Tenacious Pup. All right. Hopefully keeping the curve slightly lower here does the trick. Deathgorge potentially coming down for 1 green. A lot of cheap stuff if we have only a couple lands. Yeah, definitely after the companion nerf. I mean, Luris of the Dream Den still is absolutely fantastic. Perhaps it gets banned in Historic at some point, but that's another story. I like the looks of that. Hopefully all these lands survive. We get to go turn 3, Marauding Raptor for 1, after going with the first Marauding on turn 2. And then Ripjaw for 2 green, drawing just a ton of cards. That's going to be lovely stuff, but it doesn't look like that's happening here. I could see a Stone Rain, unfortunately. Turn 2, Stone Rain is very, very rough, annoying. Yeah. I mean, it is nice always having that 8th card, but like you say, 7 mana is rough. And I mean, I really don't need all that cost reduction. Could be redundant. Well, that's rough. Rockfall Vale it is. Hopefully they don't destroy Rockfall Vale, but oh, not the Ruin Blaster. That's not good. Well, Canyon Slough. Tenacious Pup. Okay, it is something. Huh. Oh, another. Oh my goodness. Well, sometimes you face decks like this that are quite painful. Ouch. Well, Overgrown Tomb, at the very least, we get this second Marauding Raptor. It is buffed. Going to attack with this one. Take them pretty low. I don't see them swinging with their creatures this turn. Ooh, Chandra taking out our buff Marauding. That is not good. Man, this deck has certainly brought the pain. They've had the destructive cards that they need. Ooh, we still have potential to play something. That is good stuff. Nah, gotta preserve Marauding Raptor on the off chance that they don't destroy land here.
This is gonna hurt.
Could see Glorybringer again, which would... Ooh, double Bone Crusher. Alrighty, well that is probably going to do it. Yeah, ouch. Ouch is right. Umori wasn't doing us any favors that match, that's for sure. Yeah. So yeah, like you say, the Flaming Draco. Umori not quite cutting it. But sometimes, you know, you got to experience changes, different cards you use, just to realize firsthand exactly why it may or may not be the right thing. And of course, there is always potential for Umori to do good things, but its cost reduction could be quite redundant, especially if there's Otepec Huntmaster and Marauding out, or just a combination of a bunch of those. We may not need any more cost reduction anyways, because something like Shifting Ceratops is fully reduced. We can only play Colored Mana, Ripjaw Raptor, that sort of thing. So yeah, there is the potential for Umori's cost reduction to be completely no good, no use to us. But, I mean, hopefully it's not another Gruul Ponza. That was very painful. This definitely looks like a pretty good potential starting hand here. Drover, as always, very nice. And if it does die, I do have the backup of Rotting Regisaur turn 3. Double Rotting Regisaur. Yes, very pivotal, especially with this list wanting to be as aggressive as possible. Turn 3 could mean Rotting Regisaur, taking a turn off to play this fantastic creature. Any number of things. So yeah, definitely for that reason, I think it's not good. Not right for me. Yeah, I would miss playing Rotting Regisaur turn 3. Ghalta turn 4. If I wanted to play Umori, it may just sit in my hand, which would be very, very painful stuff. Yep, a big stompy Celestia dinosaur deck, definitely, with the Elder Dinos. That would be pretty sweet. Something a little bit slower, but yeah, I think we're saying goodbye to Drover of the Mighty, unfortunately. Or maybe something bigger, because they do have removal for Drover, perhaps. I think it's going to be Carnage Tyrant, yes. They probably have some of that fantastic cheap removal. Get rid of Drover. Fatal Push. Blood Chief's Thirst. Something like that. I could see, yeah, Drover's going to eat some answer. Hopefully not. Yes, a lot of control tonight. The second Grixis. It's always fantastic taking it down at least once, but tonight is a control night for sure, and wacky, sort of uncommon control with that. Ooh, nasty Gruul Ponza. But hopefully Huntmaster sticks around. It would be nice going hasty Rotting Regisaur next turn. Ooh, interesting stuff. Well, hopefully they don't kill it. Oh, counterspell. I mean, it's to be expected with Grixis Control, that's for sure, but it's one less counterspell that they have now, so we may be able to get the second brooding down. They do see it, so, I mean, if they have a counterspell, they'll definitely hold it up for that. Perhaps this is the game we get Umori out. Take the turn off if they've held up mana for an answer. Oh, excuse me. Sweltering Suns, interesting. Huh. Well, well, well. I'll get Deathcap Glade down. Yeah, I'm gonna take the turn off, do Umori. Probably go Umori next turn, or maybe he eats removal, which would be very painful. Rekindling Phoenix, that's going to be a bit of a headache, but at least we got the fantastic Carnage Tyrant. Going to do some good work. Definitely, it seems like we'll get to that. We got the 6 lands at the very least. Alright, Umori it is. Maybe Carnage Tyrant next turn. Don't see them killing both things, and even if they do, still get Carnage Tyrant. Yes, it came into use finally. I was going to be kind of embarrassed if I didn't use it at all. So it was nice reducing Drover of the Mighty to a single green, but you know, at least we're seeing it once. I don't think they want to attack with either, because we would kill Nicol Bolas or Rekindling Phoenix with Umori sitting at a 4-5. So maybe we've deterred some aggression with Umori being as big as it is. They're really thinking about it. And again, Blue Bear, your favorite card, Anger of the Gods, would be very fantastic. Taking out Rekindling Phoenix here. They wouldn't get that token because, like I mentioned before, Anger of the Gods, when the creature dies, it's exiled, so it doesn't actually go to the graveyard. It doesn't technically die. So Anger of the Gods, they don't actually get Rekindling Phoenix back, which is pretty fantastic. But Secluded Courtyard, second copy of Carnage Tyrant, I think that's definitely going to do the trick. No, I'm not attacking with Umori. Oh, no, not attacking with both either. Rekindling Phoenix and Nicol Bolas would have double blocked to take out Umori. Yeah. Although I could have ordered blockers to take out Nicol Bolas, but they may have a second copy in hand anyways. Hard to say, hard to say. I don't think it's a Phoenix deck. I have seen, I think, some Phoenix players start to splash black a little bit, so technically Grixis colors, blue, black, and red, but I think this is just a sort of mostly traditional Grixis Control deck with the Rekindling Phoenix, which it's kind of weird. I've seen this card quite a bit tonight, after having not seen it for quite some time. Maybe it's got some Rankle, that's not good. And that's rough. Ooh, that is sneaky. There, each player sacrifices a creature, so Rekindling Phoenix is... Oh, they could have just sacrificed the Rekindling Phoenix to get it back. Interesting. Oh no, they would have lost it because it would come back at the start of their next turn, coming up here. But Rampaging Ferocidon got nothing to discard, which is pretty fantastic, so all out. That's the name of the game. It is nice taking out Nicol Bolas, at the very least. Not too worried losing the Carnage Tyrant. Get a little bit of a ping and damage on him with that token that comes in, so that's pretty sweet. And actually that is sweet. That token, we ping him with Rampaging. When Rekindling comes back again, ping him as well, so do a nice little bit of damage there. That could be pretty sweet. Getting a couple copies of Rampaging Ferocidon here, and then if they get their Rekindling Phoenix for game 2, which I expect, it's going to do a lot of fantastic work for them. Definitely going to sacrifice Drover of the Mighty if they do choose to make us sacrifice something. Yeah, it doesn't come back with Summoning Sickness, so you create a token at the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice this creature, and return target card named Rekindling Phoenix from your graveyard to the battlefield. It gains haste until end of turn. Pretty fantastic, pretty nasty, hard to get rid of this card. Does some good work. All goes well. I think we might have it here. Definitely Shifting Ceratops, Hasty, plus Trample. I think that's going to do the trick. So Umori has helped us out. Good stuff. If I didn't have Shifting Ceratops, I wouldn't feel quite as positive at the moment, but it certainly seems like we might have it. Still pretty nasty with potential 3 sources of black or 3 sources of red. They can still do some painful things there. Rekindling Phoenix, during its time in Standard, at the very least, back in 2018, 2019, it was a menace. In paper, this card was up to, I think, about maybe $20, $25 US, so it was one of the chase mythics in Rivals of Ixalan. Yes, it was a menace. I still think it's pretty fantastic. Surprised I don't see it quite as much, but yeah, it did and was considered maybe not quite broken during its time in Standard, but it's very powerful, to say the least. Big headache, that's for sure. Definitely, I hated facing this when Dinos were in Standard. We didn't have all the fantastic potentials of something like Shifting Ceratops, Marauding Raptor, Rotting Regisaur. Dinos were a lot slower. Oh, that costs 4, buddy. I need a laughing dino emote for times just like that. Oh boy, I think we might have them. Good game. That's gonna do it. Oh. Ooh. Yeah, definitely making that requirement of the token not automatically dying or automatically sacrificing itself still would be pretty fantastic. It could be a decent chump blocker for whenever the opponent attacks. Good game. Yes, hopefully we keep the speed up, but Death Gorge Scavenger. Now keep in mind, Rekindling Phoenix here. Oh, okay, no, it does go to the graveyard. I thought Rekindling Phoenix was temporarily put into exile and then brought back. So if we play our cards right, we could exile the Rekindling Phoenix with Deathgorge Scavenger. And I think that might slow them down quite a bit. But you saw the potential of Rampaging Ferocidon there to really chip away if we haven't exiled the temporarily dead Rekindling Phoenix with Deathgorge Scavenger here. But it's Grixis. Definitely got to keep in Shifting Ceratops when it's some control type deck with the color blue. Carnage Tyrant. A headache, to say the least. Let's see. Scary and sack decks. Yes, actually, now that you mention it. I'm surprised we haven't seen more Rekindling Phoenix. Maybe it's the next new old discovery for people to try out, but certainly it's not a bad thing. If somebody wants to add it in, it won't be painful. Recursion with a 4/3 flying haste, that does the trick oftentimes. But we got to cut something, so I think it's got to be the pup, unfortunately. We're on the draw, so makes me feel a little bit safer. I think Rekindling Phoenix right now is sitting at about $2 or $3. Might be more than that, but definitely has come down from its $25 range. Much more affordable. Yeah. Should be good, of course. Would be a little rough seeing only one of the three amigos, but we got Huntmaster, Marauding, sources of red, black. So if all goes well, I mean, we could see the queen coming down hasty. This looks good. Yes. I mean, since they know what we're all about, perhaps they brought in some of that fantastic extra cheap removal that they have in the sideboard, likely. The Fatal Pushes, more Bloodchief's Thirst, perhaps Ether Gust, 1 in a blue, return target red or green permanent or spell to the top or bottom of target opponent's library. We get to choose if we put it on the top or bottom. So maybe we'll see some Ether Gusts here. Gonna have to keep in mind if they have a source of blue and something up. And with Ether Gust it is blue, but it gets around the protection from blue of Shifting Ceratops. While Shifting Ceratops is on the stack, that's also something very painful that I have seen periodically here and there, but man, it's always a sad day when something blue related gets rid of our lovely, fantastic Shifting Ceratops. At the very least, it's looking pretty positive, like Huntmaster might stick around. Certainly they could have a Fatal Push here, Fading Hope for 1 blue to bounce Huntmaster back to our hand. Oh, okay, wow. Huntmaster has survived a turn. Maybe they have a Bloodchief's Thirst, sorcery speed. Unholy Heal, that's also good. Still feels right trying to go as fast as possible, even though there is the potential of something like Unholy Heat, where Marauding Raptor would have survived the 2 damage. Could have been better to go Marauding Raptor, but if they hadn't killed Huntmaster, it would have just been an absolute breeze, a dream this turn. But Overgrown, might as well. We're only playing Marauding this turn anyways. Again, hopefully this guy survives. Next turn going Regisaur Alpha. But at the very least, Rotting Regisaur. And hopefully turns later, followed by the Queen. I could see that happening. They really need their sources of red, so we could be seeing a Sweltering Suns here, actually. Ouch. Which I don't think they'd use a Sweltering Suns on a single Marauding Raptor. They'd want to get a little bit more value. But we do have big creatures. If they have a Sweltering Suns, I'd want to use it right now. If I could see what I had in my hand. Okay, well. I jinxed myself, but seeing them grab that second mountain, get that second source of red, it really seemed like it was something like Sweltering Suns, and it was. Alright, Rotting Regisaur. Next turn, if Rotting Regisaur has stuck around, and hopefully they don't have too many sources of blue, or they're mostly tapped out, we will get to go the Queen. Maybe they go Nicol Bolas this turn. We'll discard Ancient Ziggurat, I think. I think Nicol Bolas is 5. Might cost 4, actually. Oh, they want to kill Rotting Regisaur at instant speed while its discard thingamajig is on the stack. Okay, so they don't. Or they're still gonna kill Rotting Regisaur. Yes. Painful stuff. That is the drawback, unfortunately. Very interesting. Well, it looks like we can, yes, safely get to go Regisaur Alpha. Hopefully they don't kill that token. Okay, oh boy. Let's get intense here, folks. Oh, Rekindling Phoenix, you just did yourself in. So, Rotting Regisaur, Hasty, the Queen, you know it, you love it. Actually, Flaming Draco, now that you mentioned April Fool's Day, I hadn't considered anything quite yet. Holy cow, that's what you want to do. Good game is right. Okay, so took down Grixis Control twice. Man, that is just a thing of beauty. Again, you see the potential of nasty, hasty turns. Ghalta for 4, for 3, for 2. Quite a few times tonight I've cast her for 2, and that's, again, like some of you guys have mentioned, Ghalta, Primal Hunger, seems to be the best thing Dinos can possibly do, and I think I continually prove that. Man, she ends games. Yes, we have tons of power. We may have one eventually having so much power out that we could cast Ghalta for cheap, but also casting Ghalta for cheap ends the game right there. You want to end things as fast as possible in basically most cases. Some cases you want to play around stuff, but if you can end the game 1 turn faster, 2 turns faster by playing more creatures, bigger creatures, yes, that's good. Rotting plus the Queen is just, oh man, I can't get enough of that. Definitely. Oh, okay. Yeah, Flaming Draco, you had a really good suggestion there. So, because I always do Dinos, maybe every year on April Fools, I play a deck that isn't Dinos. 1 time a year. You gotta wait 364 days until the next time I play a deck on stream or an episode that isn't a Dino deck. Ooh, I like that. Really, I never play anything else unless it is for a quest related, like this 750 gold quest I have right here for cast 30 white or blue spells. I actually surprise you guys. Okay. Hopefully you don't feel too bad. I know I said I'd always play Dinos, but I think April Fool's Day every single year, that will be the one day a year I play something wacky, something crazy that, well, you guys will never expect, because it could literally be anything since it is only Dinos. Man, The creative juices are flowing. I'm not sure what to do. Zombies. That's pretty nice. Flyers. Basic flyers. Your favorite deck in War Standard. Yeah, flyers do some pretty nasty stuff. I love them. I also love zombies. Any flavor of zombies. Mono Black, Orzhov, Esper. Not too consistent with Esper being 3 colors, white, black, and blue, but Mono Black Zombies definitely does the trick. But yeah, I think I have been wondering how I might potentially work in playing a deck that isn't Dino. So yes, that is a fantastic suggestion there. I will leave it there for tonight, though. That was fun. Took down Grixis Control twice, which is, oh, that's a thing of beauty. So, thanks everyone for watching. Flaming Draco, Blue Bear, everybody else. Oh, at the Flying Lords in Azorius Flyers, Azorius Birds, it's good. Yes, good luck to you as well. Hopefully everyone has a good night, a good morning, whenever it is you are watching. Yeah, that was pretty sweet. All creature dinos, they can get it done as well. Yeah, all right. See you guys later. Remember, there is always room for improvement. Have a good one.